Alright, so the fact of the matter is, to survive against a gun is not easy. If they stand farther away from you, you have less and less of the chance of survival. So if the person is far from you or farther, distance is what increases your chance of survival. So say, for example, somebody's threatening you with a gun, he doesn't want to get close. That's not good for him. Okay, a smart person is going to create distance. So he could create distance with his hand and then hit with his feet. Okay, so a smart person, if a criminal has a gun and he's threatening you with a gun, increase your chance of survival is to move away. Okay? And when you move away, don't move. It's not as good to just move back because it's just a straight shot. Okay? So when you move, if you're gonna move diagonally, that's gonna be harder. Okay? Because now you're moving farther and you're moving at an angle. That's gonna be the hardest for them to shoot. Okay? Even if you move to the side, that's better than moving back, because then they gotta shoot to the side. So you either move to the side or you move diagonal. But I don't recommend to move back, and obviously don't move forward once they're too far from you. Okay? So those are what I recommend. Moving to the diagonal or to the side. So you guys coming out, just move to one side. There you go. Okay? So you obviously running would be the best. But if you don't want to run, then you could move walking at least. Okay, so if somebody threatened you with a gun, and for whatever reason, they're pissed off at you, whatever the case may be, or they want something for you. You can say, I want your watch, I want your wallet, whatever the case may be. You can start taking it off while you're walking it away, and throw it, and then keep moving. Okay? That's what I would recommend. Alright? Now, that aspect is you got to ingrain that in your mind. The next aspect is if they get too close. And this is where you can actually disarm, but it's not a guarantee. You can still get shot. Okay? You can still get shot, but the fact of the matter is, when you do get shot, there's so much adrenaline going on that you might not even know that you're shot. So, he might shoot you, but you can shoot him back and you can kill him too. You just both die. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes that happens. Or if you get shot, you get the gun, you don't know you're shot, you shoot him, you kill him, you're wounded, but you might still live. Some people might call the ambulance and they might get there in time. Another thing is once you do get shot, Corey and David, they're like in the military and they focus on kind of the ambulance. Corey does. She's like a paramedic almost, like an EMT or whatever. So if you have any more questions about it, you can ask her. But basically, if you ever get shot, put pressure on the thing, like get clothing, get whatever, piece of plastic, whatever you have, to just put pressure on it. Get shot here, put pressure there, put pressure on the wounds. If it's an exit wound, the inside and the outside, come out. So here there's two wounds, you got to put pressure on both. Okay? Maybe you might take your pants off, and then you might just put pressure, and then you got to tie it. Yeah. Get a lot of pressure on there, and then get the ambulance there, and then you can survive. Rather than just letting it bleed out. Like, it'll give you minutes. Say you put pressure, it might give the 15 minutes of living. But no pressure, after 2 minutes you could die probably. I don't know the numbers, but I'm just saying that pressure makes a huge difference. Okay, so just keep that in mind too. Okay, so now we're going to have one of the easy disarms. So he has the gun out, okay, with one arm. So he has this arm here. If it's this close, it's going to be easier. When it's the farther you are away, the harder it is. Your reach right here is more realistic of where you can kind of get it. But when you come here and you actually have to step to it, it's just it's a big risk. You might want to just go this way, right? So if he's here, because you have to step to it, and that's already, yeah. But if you're here, it's a quicker reflex. It's just easier. It's like trying to jab somebody from here. Like you got to step to them first, and then by the time you step to them, they can punch you. So when you're here, this is a good disarm, like range. This is the best. I mean, this is better. Like the closer you are, the better. Obviously, if you're here, that's the best because it's not even pointed towards you. So like the closer you are, the better, right? So this is a good one. This is a good one. But as I step farther away, this is not good. So you might decide to just start walking, and You see, like if I walk just back, all he has to do is just pull the trigger. But if I walk this way, he has to move and pull the trigger. You see that? So that makes it harder when you move. Okay, so you want to move away. You don't want to just move back.
One thing I remember from being a quarterback in football is that it was a lot easier to throw to the side that you're handed. So I'm left-handed. It was easier for me to throw or shoot to the left side.
Yeah.
To that side. It was harder to throw across your body.
Okay. Yeah, that's another good thing that you mentioned. That's a good thing. So you might want to walk this way.
Yeah, so it's crossed over.
Yeah. See, so little things like that can make a difference. And even though you don't feel comfortable running because you're scared that he shoot, you can at least still start walking. Like I don't want any problems. And then he could decide to stay there, or he could just keep walking towards you. If he keeps walking towards you, then you stop walking, and he just keeps walking and walking, and then you see, then he could step into where you can disarm him. So you guys see assess the situation, see. But you know, I recommend the people to just give them what they want and just start busting running, right? But like I said, there's other methods. You know, like he said, if you keep moving, I'm gonna shoot you, and he keeps threatening you, and then you could, okay, whatever, and then, but try to get some distance. So basically, in order to disarm, you have to be within range. Okay, so we're gonna practice the closest range right here, which is the easiest, where it's this close. So I was showing this before. This is a method, but another method which I think is gonna be better is you actually like put your hands on the gun. Okay, so you're gonna be actually grabbing it this way. Okay, so this is the motion right here. So rather than go like this right now, we're gonna actually put our hands on the gun. So right here, since it's this high, we're gonna come like this. Okay, so this is what we're gonna be doing. Another thing is, if you hold it here, you prevent the thing from sliding back, then it can make it basically not able to fire potentially. You know, but I'm not gonna say that with confidence because we haven't tested it out. But this is gonna make it better if you hold the slide lock from moving back. Because basically the way that it works is it has to move back in chamber before you shoot the first time. But once there's one in the chamber already, and they pull the trigger, and then the hammer moves forward, it probably will still shoot, you know. But then it just won't slide back, and it'll malfunction after the first shot. That's pretty much what will happen.
It'll misfire.
Yeah. So basically, what's gonna happen? If there's one in the chamber and he shoots it, it will shoot. But if you hold this, it will malfunction in the next one. But then your hands will probably be hurting too, because there's going to be a lot of explosion here. But basically, you don't want him to fire, obviously, but you want to grab it this way and here, and you want to turn it here. So this is the motion right here. And another thing is when you have your hands up, it's going to be better for you, because your hands are already right there. Because from here, it takes longer. And then you say, don't shoot, and then you respond from here, you understand? And don't bring it out here, because this is more space. You see that? That it takes longer. So if you say, don't shoot, bring it close. Don't shoot. Now this is better than this. So don't just be like, don't shoot like this. Don't shoot like that. And then this is the motion right here, and here, and here, all in one. Just like in one motion, you kind of step to the side in one motion like that. Okay? So it's more like, don't shoot, and then home. So it's one step forward this way. Okay? Like that. And then you're going to go start from the disarming techniques from there. But it's a lot of things you could do. But from here, if you could grab onto here with all the training that we have, you should be able to win. I mean, there's just a lot of things you can do.
I feel like I have no strength if you pull me this way. All I have is my finger and my
yeah, you could break their finger and things like that.
Pull it that way.
You pull it this way, pull it that way.
Finger.
You know, he could hurt himself, and that's another thing when we do these drills where you don't want to have your finger there because you can hurt your finger very bad.
Yeah.
But I want to just teach you guys the first part right here to perfect that, and then from there, there's just a lot of things that we can do. But it's okay. But just strong arming down here, just making sure that it's not pointed towards you anymore, and then you can just rip it away from their hands, right? But what I recommend is just don't let go. Like, even with one hand, it's kind of like, you have an advantage here.
I know.
Even if they try to punch you, as long as you have here, at least you just hold on to it like how a lion would hold on to somebody's, like their prey's throat. Like you got it now. And you just do whatever you can to hold on to it. You want to strike him, you want to kick him, whatever. But from here, you can just break it away. But if you come here, you don't want to shoot yourself.
Right.
So you don't want to go like this. You want to come and then you want to break it away more like this.
Yeah.
You see that? You don't want to push it towards them because then all he has to do is pull a trigger. You have the gun, pull. That's why we got to step out here. So you got to keep putting pressure here. He's not going to shoot you at this moment. It's not going to hit you. So you got this arm from here, and you can come around here, okay, and gain distance. You see that? So essentially, you don't even have to hit them, but hitting them is already a risk because you have to let go of one hand.
Yeah.
Okay, and then now it's one hand against one hand instead of one against two. Okay, so I don't recommend to let go of it. I'd rather just kind of like get in strong. Wait, guys, wait till I'm done teaching first. Grab here and then just basically rip it away from him. That's what I recommend. Okay, if there's a struggle and he starts using his other hand, he
or you
punch.
let the fight out?
Yeah, then it's like a struggle here, and then this is part of the training that we're used to. And then the whole thing is you're just kind of like you need to make sure that it's not pointed towards you, and then you might point it towards him. Okay, so you don't point it towards you, and don't come across here. You're already here. Just stay on this side, and basically have like.
It's like you're boxing me out.
Yeah, you're like here. Like he lets go with one hand, I'm just stronger with the other. You know what I'm saying? So if he lets go to punch me, okay, I'll take the punch. I got the gun now.
Right.
You understand? So it's like that strong training to have the strong fingers, the strong grip. Like that's why we had some of those grips. We got these wrist rollers. We got the fingertip push-ups. We punch the back. Our hands should be so strong, the grip, that we should win. This is your life right there. You're holding on to it with your life. Okay? You can take a few punches to the head, but now you got the gun, right? When you're doing this drill, you don't have to put the finger in the trigger because you might hurt yourself. Because when they rip away really hard, it can hurt you. So you just come ripping this way. You don't have to do it too fast.
Yeah,
and then
I already cut my finger. Get you ripping out.
Okay, yeah. So then when you're holding it, hold it like this. Don't go like this.
Mm-hmm.
So when you rip it away, step away with your feet holding here. Okay? This is the way to shoot for professionals. People that know what they're doing. Okay, so he has his hand out. First we need to get used to, if he has it right here, we get to get used to this motion. Okay? Let's work on that one. Say don't shoot, bring it up. So bring your hands up first. Don't shoot. Yeah.
Like that?
No, let's grab it this way. Like this. Get a good grip on it. There you go.
Don't shoot.
Yeah.
Do you want us to go, you don't want me to, you want me to go this way, right? Don't shoot.
Don't shoot.
Go like that, right?
Wait, which hand? Hold it with one hand for now. So you get used to one. This is the one hand is easier. So when you come over here, grab this way and go to here. Like that. Yeah. Yeah. Turn. Get your body out the way.
Don't shoot.
No. Turn. Go this way. Go this way.
Yeah. Get your shoulder.
Yeah. Go to the outside.
That
way.
box me out.
Grab it. Yeah. Grab it this way.
Don't shoot.
Like this. Here. Rip it away here.
So, you go to this before you can't go to the other way.
Why? Because it's just safer to come to the outside.
Right.
You know, it's not that you can't go to the other way, but it's just it's easier to get an arm bar
Well,
too.
you already pulled the gun, so.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
So, and then another thing is you're stepping into the other hand.
What are you doing?
Okay,
Like he
Fighting you?
right,
punches right there. It's the same reason why we'll come
Because
out
I
the
get
outside
you.
punch here, opposed to coming in.
Right.
So, get away from the other weapon.
Yeah.
It's another arm bar.
right,
So
but
you
then
have to stay.
like that.
Don't point it towards yourself.
No.
Do one hand for now, just to get used to. We're doing this from the easiest
right?
one first.
Come on. Sway.
I'm saying don't shoot.
Don't shoot. See me.
So you're really grabbing.
No, tú tienes que hacerlo away from this hand. Así como lo estás haciendo. Ahora. Don't shoot. Exactamente. See what that's making more harm.
You don't have to do it too rough on
Okay.
No, it's okay.
Tiene que ser como harm para que te
Too far from me.
So if it's
siga.
Come on, I'm not gonna reach out for
okay,
it.
what do you do if it's too far?
Porque tenemos que evitar el
Well, you gotta run.
You gotta run.
Have it up to his head. And when you grab it,
If you really have
grab
to
this
do
one
it
right
here.
here, and then this one just comes
One
across.
day, I feel rough now.
This one here, and this one
Just
back.
very
Yeah.
Lower.
No me dispares. Don't shoot.
Yeah, there you
Shoot,
go.
don't shoot.
Have your hands closer to the gun if you can. Like basically instead of like this, you don't shoot like this.
But if you pointing to my head,
Yeah, yeah.
The other hand.
Don't shoot,
don't
don't
shoot.
shoot.
Don't
See? See?
You're really making a difference when you grab it.
Not
like
two
that. I feel it
movements,
because
but more like
One movement.
Yeah, this is what you're doing here, go.
Like
Shoot,
from
you're
here,
gonna- Don't shoot.
one, grabbing
Your first step,
this. You see that?
Yeah.
So not like,
and then you go like that. You
not
go
like
last.
that, it's more
You
like,
gotta be like this.
okay.
See your stuff, Sifu.
do I do it? Oh, okay.
You see where I am? I want like,
There you go.
Yes.
you go like this.
Hey!
Don't shoot.
You're right. I'm telegraphing. That's what I'm
Well,
doing.
you're going right into the line of fire. You gotta get it out.
¿Te viste? Vamos solo.
Okay, so let's go ahead and see, try it with this one.
Alright.
So, you say don't shoot, right? So you say don't shoot, so don't shoot, and then see if you can pull the trigger as soon as he feels the touch, or as soon as he sees the movement.
Something's happening.
As soon as you see the movement.
Okay.
So I say don't shoot. See, I would have got hit right there. I felt it.
You felt the air?
Yeah, I felt it. Do it again.
You get hit?
You have to pull.
Yeah, I did. So let's do it again. So here, don't shoot. I
That
did
one,
that.
not.
Yeah, so it's really, this one's kind of testing how fast you can do it. So go ahead and try that one out too. I'll see if I have the other one too.
Let's do it.
Give me your money.
So wait, don't shoot yet.
That's when you should have done it.
Oh wait, because
No,
I
don't shoot yet.
Wait. Can you put that down?
Give me your fucking money.
So I have to go like that, right away.
Yeah, but you need to get used to this.
Okay.
Because right now you're going,
Okay.
you're pushing it, you gotta get your butt away.
So
Give me your money.
that's,
No?
Yeah, grab too.
it has to be one move.
Yeah.
So you'll feel the air. You can feel the air. Yeah, definitely you can feel the air. And you'll just be honest with yourself to see if you got away from it or not. Okay?
Where you
That-
You blasted.
You're going like this, like, don't shoot! Like, don't shoot! But you're
As soon as you see the movement,
Don't shoot.
then shoot.
Give me your money.
Ah, I didn't shoot though.
I can't do this.
That's good though. That's
Sorry,
good. You got away. You
Don't
did.
shoot. Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta
As
relax
soon as
your
he
emotions.
moves, don't pull it when you just.
Bring your mind down here.
First of all,
You can't make it too obvious.
it can't be too obvious for you. Doing a task.
Give me your money.
Don't shoot. Muerto. Tiene que ser más rápido.
What?
You go like this. Don't shoot!
Hold your hands up and don't shoot. Wait. Okay?
Well,
So he breaks it up. Breaks it up.
Wait, wait,
Watch.
Don't shoot.
he's-
I'm waiting for you to move. It's because you're going, I bring it up, you go, don't shoot!
Don't shoot. What do you want?
Give-
See, I don't know if I got away from that.
But at least, and I think even when you said something, that engages my mind,
Yeah.
and then that slows me down on a reaction
Yeah.
speed.
Yeah, it's just a game. Don't go too fast.
Yo sé, espérate.
Just basically take your time and then boom, like go really
This is when you have the, okay,
Mira.
now I got an opportunity.
You gotta,
Right.
como te explico, no, you gotta be cold. Like, don't show your movements.
Don't shoot.
Hey, I got underwear though.
I don't know. It's hard
We
to
guys
tell.
do some paintballs.
I do have the stuff
Don't
though.
shoot.
Guys, some
I have
paintballs.
no. I have the airsoft.
Stay there.
It hurts
Oh.
too. Look
Don't shoot.
what happened.
What do you? Oh no.
It really does
Okay.
cause pain.
Well, you're putting the trigger right away, so I have to.
It's because you're moving.
Please. Don't shoot.
Feel it?
No, I don't feel it this time.
But you need to grab it not like this. You need to be here.
Yeah, it's that
You know what I'm
twist.
saying? Like you need to be in control right there.
Okay.
Sí, eso es todo.
Please, don't shoot.
I mean, it takes time. This is more advanced.
All I have to do is
Don't
this.
don't expect yourself to be like
One more.
Freaking
perfect.
killed me like 6 times
One more.
already.
You got the sergeant too.
Give me your freaking money.
Don't shoot, please.
Give me. You feel
It's
it?
getting better. It takes time. Okay, it takes time.
No make spot, don't shoot.
Don't you stop.
Try not to grab it this way. You need
Yo.
to try to get used to being in a good
Alright,
position.
you're a murderer. That's cool.
Good position here, so not like this.
I just wanted to pull the trigger
Alright.
for the first time.
Let's
Whoa,
telegraph.
whoa. I didn't feel anything.
You're fine.
I don't know though.
No, you're fine, I'm telling you, you're fine. Because you pull, the minute I pull the trigger, that's the minute you
Don't
took
get
away
the
the
but
gun,
I'm
so
here.
you're fine.
Whoa, 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 whoa. What do you want? What do you want?
There you go.
That's a good one.
There you
I
go.
didn't even pull the trigger there.
Talk to them to kind of distract them while you prepare to disarm. Okay.
That's a good one.
Don't shoot, don't shoot, don't shoot. I don't.
Man.
Why are you trying to kill me, man?
Why are you shooting yourself?
I give you all my
Don't
money.
shoot, don't shoot.
I give you all my money, cuerpo, ¿qué
Oh,
onda?
yeah. What did he say?
I said, give you all my money, what are you trying to shoot me for?
Yeah.
That's good.
Don't shoot, don't shoot, don't shoot.
You might also like just pretend like, you know what, I'm getting my money. Here's my money. You know, just pretend. You know, like just like you need to like distract too.
Yeah, the more his brain is engaged.
Right.
Jump.
But like I said, you know,
Save
like
his hand.
somebody pulling that trigger like that. There's a lot behind that trigger. There's jail time for the rest of your life. There's
They
bunch
don't
of
know
stuff.
that.
Yeah, they might not be going into it.
no,
wanting to
but
pull the
they
trigger.
might not want to pull the trigger.
Yeah.
You know
what I'm saying?
Whatever.
I'm just saying that this is a really extreme case where as soon as you move, they're pulling the trigger. That's really hard.
So stressful.
And you see how quick the reaction has to be. It's like non-telegraphic. Like it's not easy. Like even when I do it, I can feel it. So it's like a gunfight. Like it's impossible not to get hit. You know. So this is something where you just keep doing it over. It's over and over. It's training to have good reaction. Now let's just have another one where he's not pointing this high. It's pointing here now. So now it's a different angle. So now where our hands are going to be, it's not going to be up here anymore. We want to don't shoot here. Okay. And as you come over here, let's see if we come across this way, okay? But you know, you still gotta be careful not to, if you did shoot, that you can't let it shoot you yourself. So you see my elbows up here, okay? So I'm coming in this way, so it's more like this right here, okay? So, just get it down there. So now let's just try a different angle. The guy's holding it lower, okay? And then we're coming this way. Now if you're getting shot, then maybe have him hold it closer so then it's easier. Okay? Because the closer it is, the easier it should be. Okay? Because the closer that he had, it's just a movement here. Okay? Now the farther you get from it, the harder it is. Because now there's some more distance and it's easier for him to shoot me. Okay, so let's go ahead and just have it pointed at them. Right there. Yeah, I didn't get hit right there. Okay? So let's try it from there. Alright?
Please don't shoot.
Nobody's trying to get us.
Show you a woman head off. Ooh.
Shit, man.
What? You didn't get me. Please don't.
Mira, ¿por qué?
Don't shoot. Go like that way.
Sí, sí. Agarra la misma así.
Don't shoot.
Ajá,
Because I have to go
Sí, está más cerca.
Better, but you have to be careful if you pull it, don't pull it into you.
I know.
No me dispares. No, pero necesito ellos dos.
No, you guys, yeah, you guys are moving that way, which is okay. I mean, it can still work,
Yeah,
but
it works. Or
also try to experiment moving the other way
No,
too.
because then.
Because I want you to get used
that's
to
what
like
you keep your
moving
elbow.
in both directions. You know
Okay.
what I'm saying?
But we still want to move away from this hand, right?
Yeah, because he's moving that way.
Oh,
But you know, but I want you to try moving the other way
tienes que
too.
moverte para acá.
Sí.
Al otro lado. Al otro lado.
So slow.
No me dispares.
Exacto. Tienes que vacilar, disimular. Te voy a matar, cabrón. Shut your ass, bro.
No, no lo hagas.
Okay, so this is a real incident that my sister told me that happened in Chicago. It was a woman. It was a woman. Pay attention, guys. There was a woman in Chicago. The guy had a gun, asked her for a cell phone, and then she got shot in the stomach. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, it's like it can happen that quick. Like even if you give them what they want, they can still shoot you.
Right.
So basically, like if they get this close, if you keep training in this, like day in and day out, you should have the confidence to disarm somebody when they're this close, because you don't want to give it up to them. They're already pointing the gun at you. They're already threatening you. So like you don't want to be like, okay, just like don't do it. I mean, and then if you have the opportunity, he's this close, take it. That's what I say. With the training. Without the training, then you don't know what to do. Then yeah, you're like your life is at his mercy. You know, it's up to him if he wants to shoot you. But people do shoot, even if you know what I'm saying. You don't think that to shoot a woman, but you shot a woman over a cell phone. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, somebody's getting this close. Just get used to disarming. Get that confidence. You understand? Like so they're getting this close. At least you know. See, it was pretty quick. You know.
But you have to set
It
your
was
mind to
pretty
it.
quick. You know. So I mean.
Or do you think like, can you just like dig in a purse?
Yeah,
So
like digging a purse, take
just
it
a
out.
second.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. So just
a
basically
second.
eliminate that fear. That fear is what's gonna decrease your chance of surviving. Okay. You need to decrease. You need to eliminate that fear. So it's almost like the more that you do this, the more that you should have less fear. And say this is a real gun. Like, oh my God, it's a real gun. No, it's like almost treat it as if it's just like the training. Right, and you're capable of doing it. But the more that you do this, because I'm telling you right now, it's extreme. As soon as she moves, you shoot. Right, that's extreme. That's like if the guy is that extreme, he might as well just shoot you without even saying anything.
Right.
You know, don't even say I want your cell phone, and then takes a cell phone. But the fact of him approaching you, let me give me your cell phone, already shows that he's not willing to just shoot, like just to kill you. He doesn't want to shoot. But if you try to grab the gun, and now you're struggling for it, he's gonna shoot because now you're gonna kill him too. Do you understand?
Right.
So as soon as you go for the gun and you don't win that confrontation, he's gonna shoot because he doesn't want to die either. But initially, why would he point the gun at you and talk to you unless he doesn't want to shoot? He just wants something. But then when he's within range, you need to grasp that opportunity because you can't be totally dependent on him leaving. It depends. I'm not gonna say it in all cases. Because the guy might be very big, he might have a big ass forearm. You're like, shit, you know, this guy looks pretty strong. Hopefully, maybe I should just give it and just go this way. Like what you said, give him the wallet and start walking away. Don't just stay there. It's just an easy target.
He wants more, like to rape you. You know what I mean? Not just the wallet, but more.
That's what I'm saying. Then you have to assess the whole situation.
But it's
You know, and then if he wants to rape, the person wants to rape her, then he's going to draw closer and then she's going to have more opportunity.
Yeah.
But like I said, there's a big guy, she might not feel confident in disarming the guy. So it's not in all cases. She might, you know what I'm saying? She might have to utilize other tactics, you know?
Your boot knife.
So but what I'm saying is that like, I would recommend people, you know, you know, if she's got the gun, you know, she's holding the gun, she's pointing, she says, I want your wallet. I say, here's my wallet, dude. And then just start running away. That's what I recommend. Like, don't just stay there and just be like, okay, here's my wallet.
What else do you want?
It's just an easy target.
Right.
You know, I just walk away.
What if he's gonna say don't move?
Then don't move. And then you know, then he starts moving towards you. Don't move. don't move. You know, if he starts moving towards you, then you can stop and he's within range. But if he says, okay, you know, like I start walking away, and she points a gun. Okay, so don't move right now. You know, you say, give me your wallet,
Give me
and
your
then
wallet.
and then you say, don't move.
Don't move.
What, are you gonna shoot me for not
No,
moving?
you're
You already
right,
got
you're
my
right,
wallet.
you're
You know what I'm saying?
It doesn't make
But
any
I'm
sense
just
because
saying,
I'm not gonna
I mean,
follow.
really,
you.
like, what's the threat? You're gonna shoot me just because I'm moving? You know, like, what do you want? You know, just listen to them. But he didn't say don't move, so I'm moving. But he says don't move, or I'm gonna shoot you. Okay, then, what else do you want, man? You know what I'm saying? I mean, then you communicate. But at the same time, you know, I mean, it could be different ways that you could stand. I mean, instead of exposing your heart, I mean, you can expose your shoulder. Standing like this, for example, is less of a target than this.
Right.
So even like, what do you want, man? I mean,
Right.
so you see, I'm giving him my arm,
Right.
my leg, but here it's like right to my heart. Is death right there,
Right.
right to my head.
Right.
So if I stand differently now, it just makes it less of a target. If you move this way, it's just less to shoot at. You
You
understand?
got a better chance of survival.
Yeah, so just positioning the body. I mean, 1 inch makes a huge difference
Right.
between like
Right.
Life and
hitting
death.
you, hitting the artery or whatever the case may be. One thing makes a huge difference. So, like, move. He didn't say you can't move.
Right.
But another thing is, okay, what do you want, man? Wallet. And I just start darting away before he even say don't move. And I just darted, I just ran as fast as I possibly could in another direction. Then he's gonna have to decide right there, oh shoot, like, should I shoot him? And even if he does shoot, I mean, shooting a moving target is not easy. Even police officers don't shoot moving targets. It's all stationary targets. And police officers' shots are everywhere. You know, they got a huge ass target and it's like everywhere. So they don't ever train to shoot moving targets. So just
the
imagine
snipers
somebody
know how to do that.
that doesn't train in the range, how hard it is for them to shoot a moving target. That's happening that quick. So before he even respond, you're just like already like 20 feet away because you're that quick. And another thing is when you start running this way, you're not. It's less exposure than just standing right in front of them because now your back is facing towards them. You got a lot of back muscles back there and everything. I think it's better to get shot in the back than to get shot here, right? Like you might shoot, he might hit your leg, right? But then you're still gonna live.
Do you recommend when we're running to run in a diagonal situation
Yeah.
or running straight? Even a straight one, you can just stand
Yeah,
right
yeah,
there.
exactly. Run a
Zigzag,
diagonal, and like just like
zigzag.
he said that it's easier to shoot in this way, right?
Right.
It's harder this way. So he's holding it with this hand, then start moving that way, start running that way, right? As fast as you possibly can, right? That's what I recommend, right? Like if you don't feel confident disarming, then that's what I would recommend. You know, because really these people, why would he go up to you and say, you know, give me this or I'll shoot? He just wants what you have. He doesn't really want to shoot me. Does he really want to go to jail for the rest of his life? If he really did, then he would have just shot you.
You would have just shot you in the thick
Yeah.
of stuff anyway.
So it's a threat.
Right.
People you can't tell me that people don't use guns as threats. You understand? They don't want to go to jail. They don't want to kill you. They're using it as a threat. So now that they're using it as a threat, you devise the way of the best survival method for you. If you don't feel comfortable disarming, then move in the other direction. But you could give them what they want. Because if you don't give them what they want, you just run, then they might shoot you because they still want what they asked for. But if you give them what they asked for, what's the point? Why would they still shoot you? You know what I'm saying? So you give them what they, and just get out of there. You know what I'm saying? Or you could disarm if they get too close, and that's what we're working on right now. This takes a lot of training. Like the running is not that much training, but to run at high speeds is a lot of training. So meaning, like the difference between like running, like say you run 10 feet in like 3 seconds, and then somebody else can run it in 1 second. Those 2 seconds could save your life because you have, you know, there's more distance in between there. Okay, so just pay attention to that. All right, that's good. Let's look at some fitness stuff.